Well, in today's In the Legal Know, Vincent Russo will focus on how to protect your income while on Medicaid Home Care. Vincent is here to tell us how pooled income trusts can be a home care remedy. Vincent, we're always happy to have you to explain all this to us. Thank you for being here again.
Oh, my pleasure. And I love this home care remedy. So important. I often say it can be a lifesaver for seniors who want to stay at home, need care, and not be forced into a nursing home because they don't have the money to pay for both their living expenses and their home care expenses.
Wow, okay, yeah, I mean, that's very important. To have that option is so important. So tell us, what is a pooled trust?
Okay, so fortunately, way back when, 1993, the Omnibus Budget Reconciliation Act attacked the Medicaid rules, but they also put in some provisions that allowed for what's called a pooled trust, P-O-O-L-E-D, pooled trust. And this is a irrevocable supplemental needs trust that people with disabilities can transfer their assets, qualify for Medicaid or Supplemental Security Income, SSI, and have those assets there to supplement their living expenses and their quality of life. So it's national in all 50 states.
Wow, and so who is eligible for a pooled trust, and what are some of the advantages of doing this?
So today we're gonna now talk about New Yorkers and the pooled income trust. All right, so a pooled income trust is a trust that's permitted in New York State that allows seniors to take what's called their excess monthly income and put it in the trust while qualifying for Medicaid home care services and allowing the trust to use their excess monthly income to pay for their living expenses. So it's a means of allowing seniors to stay at home and afford to do that and get the care they need.
So what I was thinking of my next question was like, who can create this pooled income trust? But did you just kind of answer that, or?
Well, it gets a little complicated, all right? And just for our viewers, the Medicaid laws can vary state by state. And so right now we're gonna focus in on this New York pooled income trust. All right, now who can create the trust? It has to be created by a charity, a 501c3 organization. So the charity sets it up, and it's managed by a trustee. All right, now the individuals who want to participate in this trust, they open up what's called a sub-account by signing a joinder agreement. So they actually join this pooled trust. And the beauty of this is that you have professional now management of the monies being put in the trust. You don't have to select the trustee. The trustee's already there. And also, it's low cost to set this up. So fees might run from $150 to $200 to set up the account. And then there's a monthly fee that runs somewhere between $25 and $200, depending on how much money's coming in. But that's very reasonable because that trustee now is going to get your bills. You're going to submit them to the trustee. They're going to pay your bills, and you're going to still get Medicaid home care services. That could be 8 hours a day. It could be a live-in, if necessary, to help with your care needs at home. Eating, bathing, dressing, going to the bathroom, getting in and out of bed or a chair. You know, things that people need help with if they're having trouble.
So I think you used the term excess monthly income. So
Right.
what does that mean? It sounds like maybe are there consequences to having that?
Yeah. So let's do an example. All right. We're gonna take Mary, and let's say Mary has $5,000 of monthly income, and her home care cost is $5,000. So think about that. How is it going to work? I only have $5,000. I've got $5,000 of cost for home care. What about my rent or paying the bills if I own my house? So Mary takes her excess monthly income and puts it in the trust. The New York determines how much a senior can keep while on Medicaid home care. They can keep roughly $2,800 a month. But she can't live on the $2,800, and she has $5,000 available. So she takes that $3,200, the excess, puts it in the pooled income trust. She gets her Medicaid home care, and the trustee uses the $3,200 to pay for the bills at home, the utility bills, it could be the rent, it could be the real estate taxes. And so this is a way, really, it's incredible, allowing seniors here in New York to stay at home. They love their homes.
Yeah.
That's where they want to be.
They don't want to think that the only option is going into a nursing home.
No.
And they could be at home in their home. So, I mean, people are watching. You break this down very well for us, but it is confusing for people. We're talking about financing and pooled trust and income pooled trust. So summarize the advantages of a pooled income trust for us.
Okay, I'm not that confused.
That's what I'm saying, but I get confused, and I think, people...
All right. All right, so let's talk about the advantages, and just to highlight them. Senior files for Medicaid, they join the pooled income trust, they take their excess income and put it in. So they're eligible for Medicaid home care services. They get to use their monthly income to pay for their living expenses, and they can use that income to supplement their needs. So whatever their needs are, then there's that leeway for the trustee to use the funds.
Okay.
All right, so it's a home care remedy.
It really is, yeah. And I know that your family has a foundation in honor of your daughter, right, in memory of her, Teresa, and stuff. And Teresa has a pooled income trust. So explain that and share us the information because, about that.
Yeah, thanks a lot. When we lost Teresa back in the 1990s, we set up our Teresa Foundation to help other Teresas like her by supporting music, dance, art, and recreation programs. And it's been a great joy to be able to do that. And so I was thinking a number of years ago, how do we help those children? And how do we help the seniors who need to stay at home? So we created, being a charity, we created the Teresa Pooled Trust. We have an income trust for those seniors who want to stay at home. We have an asset trust for individuals who maybe they had a settlement, personal injury or malpractice settlement, and they want to put their assets in a trust to protect those assets. So under the pooled trust laws, when an individual puts their money into that pooled income trust, when they no longer are in the program, if they pass away or don't need the services anymore, if there's money remaining in the account, the law requires that money to be used for people with disabilities. So by going into our Teresa Pooled Income Trust, it's a win-win situation. The senior gets medicated home, protects their income, and then they help a charity and they're helping kids with special needs.
Oh, that's so important. Tell everybody where they can learn more about all this.
Okay. They can go to our website, teresapooledtrust.org, or they can call 516-432-0200.
All right, teresapooledtrust.org. Vincent, always a pleasure having you on. Thank you again. We're so much smarter after we speak to Vincent.